Bob, you and your brood of four consumers today, and 5 and 10 years time, married families themselves. How do you see this panning out? Do you see them settling down into conventional TV consumption, or are they the model that the industry fears?
I think when the brood becomes a tribe, they will the elders in the tribe will settle down into a more conventional method of television watching, because their life will be different.
Sure.
Their available time to watch, the kind of thing they want to watch, the social environment they find themselves in, and the economic environment they find themselves in, will begin to, over the time, move them into more selective choices. I think they will still use the device to make that choice, and they'll still use the device to enable their lifestyle, but they'll end up more watching content in a sort of a family social environment. I think the key, though, I think the issue here is going to become, I agree with the point about you won't change the television every 5 minutes because it's a piece of furniture, and you will therefore have a set-top box. But I do think we're coming to the point whereby the processing power and the memory in the silicon, in whatever device it is, will be powerful enough such that as long as it doesn't get as hot as an oven, you'll be able to connect to the service either over the air or on the landline. Absolutely. And it will download itself and configure itself.
Absolutely.
You can now then subscribe to a number of content platforms where the only time you have to worry about will be the time to change configurations. So if you subscribe to platform A, platform B, platform C, the silicon in the set-top box will know that and will allow that. So channel change between things on platform A and platform B will be very quick.
Seamless, yeah.
Because it's really not, and I accept the fact I'm grossly oversimplifying, and I don't mean to be crass about it, but it is a processing power and memory solution. The middleware and the content adds the creativity to it, but it's not really a platform horsepower problem. So I think we'll find ourselves in that area, and I think that's the long-term change. And then the question will become, is it a set-top box that you can plug a keyboard into if you want to, or will your handheld device become the set-top box
Absolutely.
when it's in a cradle at home?
Absolutely. No, I'm sure you're right in that regard. But shouldn't, therefore, content aggregators look more aggressively at what they're supplying to eliminate the prospects of not all OTT. I mean, if you're a cable company, you're already permitting OTT as part of your bundled fee. Nobody worries too much whether the consumer takes content into the PC or the laptop or the television. So in some regards, the wired service providers are already providing this. But shouldn't therefore the potential for over-the-top be embraced, not limited, not restricted? Luke, let me ask you.
I think it is being embraced, but I think part of that embrace, people are beginning to understand the complexities and the difficulties of being an aggregator. So we license contents into some of our products, and it's not a simple activity. So to actually go through the whole chain and license it correctly and manage it and so forth, even over certain small products, is a difficult business. And actually to do it on a large scale, like the big aggregators have done, is really a kind of result of time, actually.
Yes.
They've built it up over time. If you want to start to be an aggregator today, to have a competitive TV platform, it's impossible. You cannot do it. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of the over-the-top players can start to look at it, which is going to start with the studios themselves. It's moving into it, but then they're going to get other kinds of complexities. So it's absolutely not clear. Technologically, it may be possible, but there are other dimensions to it.
Sorry, Mark, you about to say something?
No, I was just going to say that I think again, 2 or 3 years ago, when Over the Top was first discussed, there was a great outcry that it's going to cannibalise television and pay TV as we know it. I guess it depends on your definition of over the top. Some people say that over the top is using the broadcaster, using an online channel to get to consumers and delivering television over the top of broadcast. I think from that point of view, from that outcry two or 3 years ago, we've actually seen operators embracing online and over the top services. For example, Sky with Sky Player. Again, it's all about this complementary service delivery and the fact that online and over the top services do fit in the broadcaster model as well as, say, the telco model and terrestrial model. So I think, as we've discussed in this panel, people consume and use and access television in different places at different times, and I think what the operator's doing now is actually, the word you use, Chris, embracing that. Not everyone, but we're seeing people like Sky, Virgin Media, etc. now taking on that online over-the-top channel, actually using it in their service delivery.